If you are a Gen Xer looking for a side hustle, but you're also super cautious like this person, I totally get it. There's a million two ways to start a side hustle. I will tell you what has worked for over 8,000 of the people I have personally taught, what has worked for me. The last 3 years, I was actually able to replace my 6-figure job. I live here in Seattle, so it took like a little while, but it took me 14 months to be able to replace my 6-figure job here in Seattle with the side hustle I'm going to tell you. And it's not for everybody, obviously, like nothing is for everybody, but it's called UGC and it stands for user generated content. I have a million videos talking about this exact same thing and explaining why Gen Xers and baby boomers, both generations, are in high demand in the UGC space. So just be aware. You can go look at all my other videos if you want, but UGC is what I've been doing, what replaced my job, what I've taught a bunch of people how to do, and it stands for user generated content. Basically, in a nutshell, UGC creators get paid to create content, much like an influencer or a TikTok shop affiliate would, but this is not that. You are getting paid to create content for companies that you connect with and that hire you, talking about their products or services or apps that they have. And instead of you posting the content you create for these companies on your own social media accounts, you're literally just making it, sending it to them, and then they are taking it and using it for their own marketing purposes. Hopefully that makes sense. But I always like to give the example of, when you're scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, not so much on TikTok, obviously, because of TikTok shop is taken over, but primarily on Facebook and Instagram, where you're scrolling and every other post is an ad, right? And all those ads that you see are random people talking about a specific product, why you should get it, why they love it, how to use it. It could be about anything, but those people in those ads, 9 times out of 10 are UGC creators who hopefully got paid a good chunk of money to create that content that the brand is now running as an ad on social media. Basically, every single company needs more content. If they're trying to stay relevant on social media, they need a crazy amount of content to post on Instagram, as TikTok videos, as Facebook posts, YouTube shorts, on their website. And then even more so, if they're running ads on social media, they need probably a number that would probably blow your mind, a crazy amount of pieces of content, videos, pictures to test and run as ads across social media every single month. So you, as a UGC creator, are getting paid to fulfill that need, the need for more content for these companies so they can sell more products and be profitable, which is what every company wants, right? So if you are willing and able to learn the skill of UGC, which is taking a product, taking your phone, you don't need fancy gear or camera, like have a studio, just literally use your iPhone. I've been doing this for 3 years. 99% of the time, I have only used my iPhone, even though I own a fancy DSLR camera. So just know it's nothing crazy fancy. They want genuine, authentic, real content that speaks to a specific audience that will encourage people to either connect with them on social media or, again, buy their product. So if you could do that, you're going to become crazy valuable. And once you unlock that skill, your income will only increase. Again, obviously there's more parts to it. You have to know how to communicate with companies, which, by the way, I have a free checklist that also had, I put a video lesson in there about how to email. And if you want to DM, if you're on Instagram and you want to DM companies and you're open to that, I've landed so many UGC deals by literally starting the conversation with them inside Instagram DM. So if you want my free checklist, there's been over 63,000 or something crazy people that have downloaded this to help them get started with UGC. Feel free to get it. It is yours if you want it. It is $0. It's in my profile. So if you just stop this video, this is what I would do. I would stop this video if I was interested in this. Stop this video, save it here in the right hand corner, go to my profile, and it'll just be my Stan Store link. You can click that. The first option is not free. It's my course and it's $87. If you don't like courses, just skip that. Then go down to the second link and it'll be the free UGC checklist. You totally grab that if you want it and get started with UGC basically as soon as you download it. But anyways, back to like the whole Gen X baby boomer thing, and like being cautious about this. I totally understand. Before starting UGC, I'll just say this really quick. Before starting UGC, in 2022, I had tried about 20 different side hustles that basically made me $0. And for some reason, UGC just felt like a good idea. It's something new to try, and that was the only thing basically that I've ever tried that has made me life-changing money, which of course replacing a 6-figure job was extremely life-changing. So anyways, I get the whole like there's a ton of scams out there, people like saying, oh yeah, you can do this and get rich overnight. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is not an overnight thing. I landed my first UGC deal and made about $750 within 10 days, but I also put in the work, right? Like a lot of the people that I've taught inside my course that are making several thousands of dollars every single month, like Cheryl, who is 61, she is making over I just posted a video talking about this, but she's making over $7,000 this month in July at 61 years old. This time last year, she had no idea what UGC was. One of my students, Jolene, is 53 years old, so she's a Gen Xer, and she made over $15,000 in April as a Gen X content creator, and then I think had another like $17,000 month in either May or June. Crazy. I'm interviewing another one of my students in 2 days on Friday, August 1st, who has made over $10,000 as a Gen Xer, doing UGC for literally just over 2 months, while like doing it very part-time. She's a professional, like she works and she does UGC just on the side. So there is money to be made, but it's not like everybody makes money with this, because some people are lazy and they don't do the right things, or they don't know how to communicate, they don't know how to negotiate, or what they should charge, or where to find brands, obviously, and they like maybe just don't try to get better at content. So obviously there's pieces to this. It's not a get rich quick thing. It takes time, it takes effort, and just like a willingness to try and also have fun with it. I've noticed the people that have fun with it and are willing to suck at the beginning tend to make the most money. So just a heads up about that. But there's a lot of things you could do in the creator space, but UGC hands down, in my opinion, from personal experience and from experience I see like on the outside with my students, it is the best way to get into content creation, but one of the main reasons is because you don't need a certain number of followers to do UGC. And I didn't say that at the beginning of this, but that's a really, really big piece of the puzzle, because even though being an influencer is great, like maybe that's one of your goals, that's amazing. I will cheer you on if you want to do that. However, most people that desire to be influencers also just have no clue how the heck to gain a following, right? So if you want to get free products, get paid to create content for companies, as an influencer, do that in the future. But also, if you want to get paid right away being a content creator, then pursue UGC, because your follower count is not going to stop you from being successful and from landing those paid UGC deals. So just keep that in mind, that you don't need followers to do this, because again, you're not getting paid based on your followers, because again, you're not posting the content typically that you create for companies on your own social media accounts. They just need the content for their own purposes, for their own marketing purposes. So keep that in mind. If you're ever like, oh shoot, I don't have 5,000 followers, I don't have 100,000 followers, it's okay. Most of my most successful students do not have large followings. So just remember that. You don't have to be an influencer. You can, but you don't have to be to get paid UGC like brand deals.